each get their starting quarterback.
Yeah, and if you're Dallas, they completed 80% of their balls last week, but it wasn't good enough because they didn't go downfield. Landry Jones is back. This coaching staff excited about his big play arm and his confidence to go downfield. Offensively, they need to put points on the board.
Former Oklahoma Sooner, the longtime Pittsburgh Steeler, is back on the field, and he's down there with our
What's going on, everybody? We are back.
Days
Dallas Renegades versus
right
the LA.
Describe
What
what
are
you're
their
feeling
names?
right now.
LA Wildcats.
Just excited. You know, it's been as you said,
check
it's been
it
a
out.
really long time since I actually get to come out here and play, so I'm excited, ready to go.
What did you see from the sideline in pads, ready to go, but unable to play last week that makes you think you can have success today?
Well, I mean, just watching the games and stuff, I think it's going to be an exciting game. You know, with the clock and the speed of the game, I think it's going to be fun.
Molly?
Here with Wildcats quarterback Josh Johnson. Josh, you missed week 1 with the hamstring injury. How will that affect your mobility today?
Hopefully it doesn't, but we'll see how it goes. Feeling good, got through a good week of practice, so just excited to go out here. Not really worried about it, just going out here to play my game and see how it goes.
You told me you're a little bit nervous. How are you going to channel that today?
You know, just take a deep breath and breathe, man. That's all it is. Take a deep breath and breathe and enjoy the moment. The nerves just a part of that. The fact that for me, it just shows me I still love the game.
All right, good luck out there.
Thank you.
For the love of football, and we're a minute away from kickoff. If you're wondering about the weather, it is Southern California perfect. It'll be 64 and sunny at kick. It will go all the way up to 67.
64 degrees in the winter in LA. Carson, California.
Start. Thanks for watching the Progressive Countdown to Kickoff. Dallas and Los Angeles, and two quarterbacks anxious to get on the field. And Landry Jones talked about taking his first hit. So we are ready to get started. Bob Stoops is the head coach of the Dallas Renegades. Los Angeles had the choice. They have deferred, and so it will be the Renegades to receive. If you didn't notice, here's how they kick it off in the XFL. The kicker back at the 30-yard line is Nick Novak. He's all by himself. On the near side, 35-yard, his coverage team. And on the 30-yard line, just 5 yards away, the receiving team. Austin Walter will take this knuckleball. Comes in on a hop at the 10 and will trickle back into the end zone. And Dallas will get fantastic field position on the touchback. So here's Landry Jones, a longtime Oklahoma Sooner, reunited with his former head coach.
In the field of play by rule.
In the last year, I got fired from 3 NFL teams, you know, and just waiting for another opportunity, trying to figure out what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. He called me and said, hey, I'm going to be a part of this thing. Are you interested? And I'm like, well, I trust you more than a lot of other people in this world. So if you're in, then I'm in.
So Landry Jones will get the opportunity. He was injured on the first pass attempt, the first day of practice. And since that kickoff went unreturned and hit the ground inside the 20, Dallas has the ball at the 15-yard line. Cameron Artis-Payne is his running back. Landry Jones to get rid of it, and that is complete to Jeff Badette. It's a pickup of 12, and Badette is injured on the very first play.
Officials timeout for an injured player.
Sooner to Sooner. Badette finished his season at Oklahoma after starting it as a standout for Bob Stoops' brother, Mark Stoops, at Kentucky. And the knee from safety Ahmad Dixon caught him right in the backside.
Yeah, and that's tough for especially a speed guy like Badette that uses his legs the way he does. He's their big play guy, and it's no surprise that Dallas opened this game with a passing route and a quick one going down the field, getting the ball to Badette, who had 3 catches last week. He's their guy. Hopefully he can return to this game, but that is a tough situation. You got to try to keep that warm and stretch it out.
Renegades come into this game as 6.5-point favorites, and a big reason is the explosiveness that they expect out of this offense with Landry Jones leading it and Badette's speed.
Roosevelt. Yes, sir.
Badette will be helped off the field.
Ron. Yeah, let's go Ron 52. Yes.
Ron 52, that's a call for the offensive line where they're going to slide the protection.
2013 out of Oklahoma.
Donald. Monday. Ready to go.
Jones to the outside, nearly picked right off the numbers of cornerback Harlan Miller.
Number 2. Stop.
Lynn Nagel, the intended receiver. Bob Stoops, the head coach of the Renegades. Won a national championship with Oklahoma, one of his 18 seasons as a head man of the Sooners.
Hold 52, hold 52. You got 57 or 23. Here you go. Monday. Ready to go.
Back to the air. Here's Nagel. Product out of Northwestern, picks up 4, and that'll leave 3rd and 6.
And you can see they've opened with 3 straight passes. They're thinking, let's get Landry Jones ready to play. You mentioned he hadn't played in 777 days. They want to get him into this game and get him in a rhythm.
Stay next, stay next, stay next, stay next.
5 seasons as a backup to Ben Roethlisberger.
Let's go, Lizard. Lizard. Monday. Ready to go.
Empty backfield for Landry Jones. To the air again, down the sideline and incomplete. Trying to find Freddie Martino. Decision for Stoops, 4th and 6.
All right, let's go.
Get you.
He meant let's go punt.
Yeah, right.
I was going to be amazed.
It could be misinterpreted. Punting is heavily discouraged in this league. To Galich, punted at Baylor. And the punt team can't release until the ball is kicked away. That is a beautiful punt for Galich, and Kermit Whitfield will take a fair catch inside the 20. 50-yard punt. Well, we talked about Landry getting an opportunity to play, and now an opportunity for Josh Johnson, journeyman quarterback, 12 seasons, 13 different teams after playing for Jim Harbaugh at the University of San Diego. Started out with Harbaugh in San Francisco, Bay Area twice for the Oakland native, and all over the place. There's a lot of different color T-shirts in his locker.
Yeah, we talked about this team looking different. Well, Josh Johnson is one of those difference makers for this LA team. They expect this offense to get rolling with this young quarterback that he's been around but hadn't played a lot of football.
5th round pick of Tampa Bay back in 2008. Handed off Elijah Hood. And Hood picks up 2. He played with Josh Johnson here in Tampa Bay. What's he like as a quarterback?
He's a young man when I had him in Tampa Bay, but he's an athletic guy with a big-time arm. Now, since then, he's played a lot of teams, and now he's a younger, a veteran, but hadn't played a lot. So we'll see how he's progressed since then.
His first NFL win came in his 11th season in the league. On the ground again. And past the 20, pick up a 3 for Hood out of North Carolina.
You can see the difference in attitude so far in these 2 offenses. Dallas threw it 3 times. LA now has come out and run it 2 times. And this is the time when Josh Johnson might have to make a play on the 3rd and 6.
Right. Head coach Winston Moss. Longtime assistant in the NFL.
Flipper 48, Flipper 48.
Porting out Greer Martini, the linebacker.
To go.
Johnson lets it go complete for a 1st down as he finds Kermit Whitfield a pickup of 8.
A nice job by the offensive line up front. Last week, that was an issue in this offense. Knopf took a lot of hits because they didn't play well up front. On their first pass of the game, Johnson had plenty of room in the pocket to find his open receiver.
What did you think of their O-line play last week?
Not good. Just simply not good.
We're going ready to go. Green, 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 green. 48, yellow, ready.
Out of the pistol now. Back to Hood. Hood bottled up in the backfield, goes down. Their offensive coordinator, the legendary Norm Chow, mentored a pair of Heisman Trophy winners.
Zebra, zebra, zebra. Zebra, zebra, zebra. Near right. Detroit docking. Near right. Detroit docking.
White. Near right, white.
Heisman winners Carson Palmer, Ty Detmer.
President practice every damn day.
Check out. Hey, green. Hey, check out.
Lead play for Elijah Hood. And Hood, with an extra effort, ends up picking up 5.
You know, Winston Moss told us he thought his offense was built to run the football, and they're committed to it here early.
62 Frisco Dogs. Ace right. 62 Frisco Dogs.
This will be slide protection, quick protection from that offensive line up front.
It'll be their 6th play. They've run it 4 times.
Hey, 5'8", y'all got 5'8", 46. Back, you got everybody else. We're going. Ready. Check out.
Just a 3-man rush. Johnson over the middle. Caught for a first down. Nelson Spruce, a pickup of 13.
And an outstanding throw by Johnson over the linebacker in front of the safety. This is the difference in this offense now. This ball's coming out, and it has some zip on it. The linebacker's in place. You can't play it much better than that. When the quarterback makes that kind of throw, it'll be complete.
Number 74 reporting is eligible. Number 74.
Let's go. We're going.
Unbalanced line to the left side.
Check out.
A little jet sweep action. Adonis Jennings tries to turn it back upfield. Nothing doing. Defensive coordinator Chris Woods for Dallas.
Here we go. Near right, Zion, zebra. Near right, 72, Zion acute. Near right, 72, Zion acute from zebra.
Cole, we talking 7-man protection there?
This will be more deep drop back protection, more professional pass sets from this offensive line. Expect a 7-step drop.
Johnson to the near side and just off the hands of Kermit Whitfield out of Florida State.
And that's an adjustment the receivers have to make. When you switch quarterbacks, your timing is different. Guys throw it differently. They put it in different places. And you can see the play was there. The timing was there. They have to reconnect on that. And as they play more and more together.
Slaughter, what's up, man?
They've already converted to 3rd and 11. Now 3rd down 12.
You don't want to make your living on 3rd and 11, 3rd and 12.
Pocket inside, y'all outside. Pocket.
Hood and Rose, the running backs.
Ready. To go.
Johnson pulls it back. Everybody covered. And he'll launch it incomplete. Spruce, the nearest man. Need a microphone for Winston Moss. Former Miami Hurricane says we are going to punt it away. So both quarterbacks getting a feel for their offense first time out with their
I like the way that LA's
Game
quarterback
action.
was handling the offense there. He seemed pretty well in control and
Gerard Hurd, the former
made a couple
University
good
of Texas
passes.
quarterback, to receive this one back at the 20. Turns over for Shane Trapuka at the 10 now, and his knee was down. And Dallas will be backed up again. 51-yard punt, scoreless early on in Southern California.
All right, so as you guys know, not trying to get copyright claimed, so on the commercial breaks, we'll be at this static screen from ESPN.
XFL is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Save when you bundle auto, home, or motorcycle insurance. Visit progressive.com.
Aerial coverage provided by Goodyear, celebrating the endless pursuit.
Not all heroes wear capes. That's right.
Driven. Los Angeles and Dallas in XFL action. Landry Jones, the quarterback for the Renegades, making his first start. They went 3 and out first time, and he's able to complete this one to the edge. And a big gain for Donald Parham, the tight end. They split out for a gain of 28.
They talked about getting Parham in man-to-man coverage on the outside. He is 6'8". They want to use his length and his size, and you can see the snap on that ball coming out. Looks much different than this offense looked last week. They didn't get the big plays. They didn't make guys miss. They talked about that, wanting to get that done. They looked good early in this game.
Longest pass play last week was just 21 yards. Renegades come in as 6.5-point favorites. Over-under sitting at 45.5.
Ron 57. Scan Cam to 27. Monday. Ready to go hit.
And Dunbar in the flat. Instead, he goes deep. Landry Jones, too much. Hal Mumme is the offensive coordinator.
He had Dunbar in the flat, and if you watch this offense last week, they went to the flat. Landry Jones different, goes downfield.
Good protection by that offensive line as well.
Blue Leopard, Blue Leopard.
6 plays called by Hal Mumme, all of them through the air with Landry Jones. Last week, Philip Nelson got the start. He averaged just 6.3 yards per completion.
Ringo, 52 comes. Monday. Ready to go hit.
There's the swing out we saw last week. This is Lance Dunbar, longtime Dallas Cowboy. Picks up 8, takes a hit. Winston Moss calling defensive plays for L.A.
We want Renegade, 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 Renegade.
Base, 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 base. Wildcat. Base, 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 base. Base, base.
Winston Moss took over defensive play calling duties after he let Pepper Johnson go.
Taco.
There's the change.
66 reporting is eligible. Number 66.
Wildcat Cameron Artis-Payne is able to pick up the first down. This is different from the NFL. The coach to quarterback communication or on the defensive side is open all the way through. In the NFL, it gets cut off with 15 seconds of the play clock.
Trips.
12 men on defense. 5-yard penalty. Replay. 3rd down.
Reggie Smith, our referee today.
Correction. The penalty is declined. The result of the play. It's down. Correction. Again. After enforcement of the foul, the result is a 1st down.
Winston Moss re-engineered the defense in just 1 week. They went to a 4-2-5.
Yeah, they go 4-2-5. They want to blitz a lot more. And they just got caught trying to match the offense of Dallas. They didn't get their subs in, and that's something they didn't do well last week, was match the offense. They're trying to do it better this week.
29-yard completion to Donald Parham, the big play so far for Dallas today.
Hey, right here. Lock it. Monday. Ready to go hit.
Pressure coming from the edge. They run away from it. We got multiple flags. Arian Springs in on the stop for Los Angeles.
Holding. Offense, number 65. 10-yard penalty. Replay. 1st down.
Donald Parham, you've had an explosive play and another explosive opportunity. Have you been able to get open so far?
Just taking what they're giving us because they're giving us deep. They're playing a lot of man, so just attacking their leverage and making plays.
22-year-old out of Stetson stands 6'8", 240 pounds.
Hey. Scoot in, Lance. 57. Dog. Monday. Ready to go hit.
Empty backfield for Landry Jones. Pressure coming. And it's caught. And a turnaround by Lance Dunbar to take it near midfield to pick up a 5. Mike Stevens brought the pressure from his cornerback position on Landry Jones.
And Landry Jones just stayed alive for 1 split second to get the ball out to Dunbar, the best receiver on this team in the backfield. He caught 6 passes last week on 6 targets, so he's a guy that they can rely on to get out in a pass route, catch the ball with his hands, and make a positive play.
Undrafted by the Cowboys, signed as a free agent, stuck around for 5 years. Here's a screen. Cameron Artis-Payne out of Auburn to the 40. And he picks up the first down.
It's a really good play call. Aggressive defense, blitzing. You call a screen. Catch him off guard.
3 cloud, 3 cloud, over 3 cloud, over 3 cloud, over 3 cloud, over 3 cloud strong.
Be the 10th play of the day for Dallas. They haven't run it once. This is the air raid offense under Hal Mumme. Jones pressured again, flagged down, and quarterback down. Coughed up the football. They'll say incomplete pass. Latarius Brady, 26-year-old out of the University of Memphis, with the sack.
Gotta go faster.
Looks like they're taking down streams, but hey, we'll see how long this one lasts, guys.
No foul for grounding. All right.
Our receiver was right there.
Right, right. What do you have?
Appreciate it.
It's a veteran move by Landry Jones.
Defensive end.
Cougar.
Hell, you don't.
Cougar.
What's the result of the play? Incomplete. So we want the DH. 5 yards, hands to the face. 5 yards. All right. The ruling on the field is an incomplete pass, and there is no foul for grounding. The quarterback was contacted prior to the pass. Illegal use of hands, hands to the face, defense by the defensive end. That's a 5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
So Dallas gets the flag after Landry Jones was sacked.
Make it unlisted?
Okay.
Split trap, Tampa 2. Split trap, Tampa 2. Split trap, Tampa 2. Split trap, Tampa 2.
Wildcat. Linda, 50. Hey, you got 52. Hey, scan to 50 for 23. Monday. Ready to go hit.
They'll drop Trey Williams. Landry Jones lets it go. Intercepted! Harlan Miller with the pickoff. And it gets tripped up at midfield by Flynn Nagel. 32-yard return for Harlan Miller out of southeastern Louisiana.
You heard Winston Moss call it Tampa 2. That's cover 2 where both corners stay up in zone. This was a team that played a lot of man-to-man coverage. We've seen in this game that is the second time that they fooled Landry Jones with their coverage. He's expecting man-to-man coverage. Corner drops out. This should have been their second interception. They finally make this play, and this is a defense now that wants to be more aggressive, and they're playing with a lot more confidence.
Harlan, you had a near interception to begin the game. You told me you were going to get one. What'd you see on that play?
Read the quarterback eyes. Read the quarterback eye. That's all. Make a play. Be a playmaker.
What do you guys need to do against their pass-heavy offense?
Keep playing ball.
A lot of opportunities for you guys.
Molly Thanks, 6th-round pick of the Cardinals in 2016. And Josh Johnson and Los Angeles have their best field position. Here's Elijah Hood. Gain of 6 for Hood.
You have to capitalize. If you're LA, this offense now has to turn this big play by the defense into points. You got great field position, and this is a team that struggled last week, and the way you feel better about yourself is when offense and defense mimic each other, and each one of them can depend on the other side to make plays when given an opportunity.
Ready to go.
Another run. Dallas has this one bottled up. A host of Renegades stop Elijah Hood after a pickup of 2. Tigre Scales out of Indiana, first one there.
And so far, LA is like that inside zone. They feel like they can run the ball up the middle. You talk to this coaching staff, they need to establish the run to help Johnson out.
St. Louis.
St. Louis's stick routes on the outside. We'll see if he can get a quick first down here, a quick completion.
Pressure coming up the middle. A lob outside, good for a first down. Larry Rose out of New Mexico State. Pickup of 11.
John Johnson's really composed in this offense right now. He looks like a confident quarterback that is directing this offense, telling guys where to go. Had the stick route on the right side, but he sends the back out the backfield, gets a key first down.
He was calm yesterday.
And Army's play action pass, so we'll see. They might be taking their shot here. Okay, he changed it. He said, never mind.
Yellow. We're going, ready.
Larry Rose sneaks through. Norm Chow, the offensive coordinator.
Who's saving that? Go.
4 wide. 4 wide. German at X. X, ace left. X in, Loretta. Ace left, X in, Loretta. Kermit at X.
Yeah, here's for you. All right, let's go. We're going. Ready. To go.
Backward pass to Kermit Whitfield. Not that that matters. You can throw it forward twice if you're behind the line of scrimmage, and Whitfield takes it inside the 10.
Storm Norton rolling some defensive players 15 yards down the field.
The runner was down by contact. It's first down, Los Angeles.
Left tackle number 72 for Los Angeles.
40 St. Louis.
First quarter winding to a close.
Take the quarter. Take the quarter. Take the quarter.
Both teams picking it up offensively. Los Angeles trying to take advantage of the takeaway. Running behind big. Storm Norton into the first quarter in Los Angeles. This is the XFL on ABC.
Let me make this unlisted real quick. That way we can keep this thing going. Yeah, you know, Leon, the thing with the interviews is, you know, it looks good, right? It's good for giving more insight to the fans. Absolutely. But if you watched the games yesterday, if you saw that New York Guardians game yesterday, and I did a video on it, Matt McGloin is the perfect example as to why the sideline interviews and the constant mic'd up moments can be a double-edged sword for players. And as the league gets bigger, I could see that really being something that potentially gets limited, mainly because, you know, team sports is not conducive to, dissension in the public arena. So players who are, you know, going to trash talk their own entire team during halftime, one, they're not going to last long, and two, they're going to lose the trust of their teammates. No teammate is going to want to play with them. No teammate is going to want to block for a guy like Matt McGloin. And I wouldn't be surprised if he's gone pretty soon from the Guardians. But, yeah, it's a double-edged sword. So make sure you guys are smashing that like button. Make sure you're hitting that like button so that my channel gets bumped up that YouTube algorithm. Make sure you're subscribing to the channel if you haven't already subscribed. Check out some videos. I do a lot of commentary on professional football and perspective pieces on my football career and things that I've gone through and things that I've seen. So if you are a fan of the sport, perfect opportunity to hit that subscribe button.
2.5. Let's go down the field, Cole Kubelik.
Andrew Jones, what did you see on that last possession that led to the interception?
We
it's just a miscommunication by me and in the Y right there. I thought he was going out. He shut it down. It's just one of those things. You know, I just got to get out there and get played better.
Easy to get it cleaned up?
Yeah, easy to get cleaned up, for sure.
Thank you.
All right,
And
thanks.
that is how you handle a sideline interview as a quarterback.
For Los Angeles. Josh Johnson hands it off. Elijah Hood finds room, and he lost the football, but they say he was down, whistled down.
Oh. Take another look at this one.
Flags on the play back at the 14-yard line. Tenny Uche came up with it for Dallas.
I'm saying he's definitely not down, but we did hear whistles.
We did. So
There's a flag down.
Holding. Offense, number 59. 10-yard penalty. Replay, first down.
Fred Lewina, the left guard. They got some major salad on the left side of the line between Lewina and Norton.
Rolling on the
There goes outside
is that
guys
the ball carrier is down by contact.
Head coach Winston Moss has found a comfortable spot.
Putting Mays on the right side to see if he can get 70 to jump and come inside and beat him up. Start that next series with Mays.
Winston Moss talking about what they're going to do on the defensive side of the ball as he's taken over defensive play calling duties.
And that's Willie Mays, number 44 linebacker, 6'4", 242, an athletic guy, explosive, and they're trying to see if they can create some havoc with the offense. And he's saying, get him in the game, let's let him just make a play.
Officials trying to get everything situated after the flag and the holding.
Thank you. And take a look. We'll make sure the clock should be all right as well. Okay.
Reggie Smith, the communication.
So let's just get the yard line for you. All right, we're going to get you an exact yard line. All right, so the fumble's at the 8. The recovery's going to be at, it's like a bouncing ball. Okay, no, it's at the, it's just the 10, it's going to be the 9. Yeah, it's going to be, it's going to, well, is this the 10-yard line right here?
That's the 10.
Okay.
No,
so,
this is.
all right, with these soccer marks. All right, so, okay, we're going to put the ball on the 8-yard line. It belongs to the white team, 1st and 10.
At the 8-yard line. All right.
8-yard line on our hash closest to me.
All right, after further review, the ball carrier fumbled the ball. It was recovered by 21 in the immediate continuing action.
Correct.
It's Dallas's ball, 1st and 10, with the holding by 59 line. All right, I think I got it. After further review, the ball carrier fumbled the ball, and the ball was recovered in the immediate continuing action by Dallas number 21. The holding by the offense, number 59, will be declined. The result of the play, Dallas takes the ball, 1st and 10 from the 8-yard line.
So a clear and immediate recovery, even though the whistle occurred, means Dallas has a second takeaway of this game, and this is a big one. See the ball out, it was whistled dead, and then Dallas with a clear and immediate recovery, and a Renegade stopped Los Angeles inside the 10.
Elijah, what happened on that fumble football?
I don't know. It's tough, man. I just got came from my help me and stripped me. I'm just focused on playing ball. I don't got nothing else to do. Focus on the game at hand.
All right, thanks, Molly.
See that? You see, he's like, nope, not going to get me in that, caught up in that mess.
Picks up 2, takes it to the 10. So 2 huge swings in this game, Joey, coming on turnovers. The interception from Landry Jones, and then the fumble from Elijah Hood.
And that's deflating for LA's team to get that kind of field position, not capitalize after being inside the red zone. Now defense back on the field. Can they make a play and get the ball back?
On 2nd and 8, Landry Jones drilled, and he gets it away to Parham. And he's able to take this one to the 30-yard line. Donald Parham out of Stetson, undrafted free agent of the Lions last year. 7-foot wingspan, 4'6", 40, 36-inch vertical, and he's 6'8".
Yeah, and Landry Jones standing in the pocket with the blitz coming at him gives his offense that extra second to get open, and then he delivers a strike knowing he's going to take a hit.
Been a while since he got hit.
Here's Mays up top, and that's who coach is talking about. See if he can make a play.
They shove him to the side. Quick release. It's Parham again. Landry Jones is used to hitting with his sledgehammer.
Let's go open flip, though. Change it to open flip.
Open flip.
He's getting involved in real estate in Dallas. Tearing down drywall, taking it to the dump.
Seminole. Monday. Ready to go hit.
On 2nd and 2, the draw. And a first down for Dallas.
Dallas offense getting that position that you're starting to think, now will they take their shot with Landry Jones?
Hey, Roosevelt. Hey, let's go here. Hey, you go here.
Corner. Go H, corner.
Yes. Ron.
Falling in love with Donald Parham.
Hey, Randy. Monday. Ready to go hit.
This is the other tight end, Sean Price, and he takes it to midfield. Loss of football. And the Renegades cough it up. The Wildcats get it back, but we've got a flag back inside the 40.
Ball security, man, they got to start preaching that in this league. Seen a lot of fumbles.
The penalty is declined. The result of play, turnover on down.
3 consecutive drives have ended in turnovers. Reggie Howard finds a football.
Well, see, I think that the interviews are good. You just have to like know when to interview guys. You can't just interview guys, every time something happens. Like a fumble is an individual error from a player. Generally, you want to watch how you interview guys about that. Interceptions are the same way. Unless it gets tipped, unless it gets, bobbled and they lose control of it. But when these guys are, having actual, like, these are player errors that are happening, like, you kind of want to be careful about when you interview the guys. Like, you see regularly in football when that happens, when the fumble happens, something that's big, that's a momentum shifter. You hear about that in the interview after the game when they're a little bit more composed to talk about it, not in the moment. You get a much clearer perspective on what happened during that play. But, you go over here and you interview these guys right after something happens. And a lot of times, you're going to catch raw emotion and they're not really willing to give you a clean interview right then and there. So I think they kind of need to scale that back a little and just pick and choose the good times to do it. Yeah, Paul, you're right. A lot of these guys have had some experience in the NFL. And in the NFL, you ain't talking to no media during the game. You won't do it. Even if they come over to you on the slide, you're not going to talk to them. Because that culture that the NFL's built has been built around, issues that occur during the game, are handled within the team. Issues that players have with how things are going are handled within the team. You don't talk to the media about that. When you talk to the media, you're on your way out the door anyways. But not in the immediate moments after something happens. And again, regimes of truth regimes of truth. Yeah, that's 100% true. We're trained in the NFL. We're trained. You go through like multiple hour-and-a-half long talks with public relations people and people who specialize in training you how to deal with the media, and they teach us exactly how to deal with the media, what the type of things you want to say, the type of things you don't want to say. So
in a camera,
big difference
exactly
there.
Where it is. Josh Johnson tripped up from behind. A sack for Dallas and Gerald Rivers. It's a loss of 2. So Los Angeles team that needed to change defensively.
And you can tell the attitude is different. Coach Moss told us they'll be different. They're playing different schemes. They got different people on the field. That's their second turnover they've created today. Should be their third. They look motivated on the defensive side. Now if the offense can just make a couple plays, get some points, this game could get out of hand for Dallas if they don't find their rhythm on offense.
Balanced attack for Los Angeles offensively. Johnson goes to his tight end to midfield and pass it. A play call from Norm Chow to Brandon Barnes, a tight end.
Here we go. Dual right, 62 Tampa. Dual right, 62 Tampa.
F Tampa. Hey, you got the red on the way. Hey, 62 on the red. Down this.
F Tampa.
Slide protection. Running back's going to be helping to the right.
No, slow right. Put it on heavy. You inside. We're going. Ready. To go.
Nobody open. Johnson will try to take off, and he gets taken down, and his helmet came rolling off. Big hit from Ray Davison out of Cal.
Defense, get ready.
Shane Trapuka is a punter for LA out of Texas A&M. Flynn Nagel out of Northwestern to receive. Stands at his 10. Fair catch at the 18-yard line.
Hey, Josh, what does your offense need to do to score some points?
Just finish our drives. Part of it. It's first week I'm starting. We're getting in the flow of everything. We've executed some things. We've got to finish our drive. Defense playing good. But we'll be solid, though. It's a long game.
All right, thank you. LA looking to get into a rhythm.
12 seasons, 13 different teams for Johnson. No score yet.
Because allergies shouldn't get in the way of a good time. Because a heart attack should never stop the heart of a family. Because hemophilia shouldn't keep someone from doing what's in their blood. At Bayer, everything we do, from advances in health to innovations in agriculture, is to help every life we touch. At Bayer, this is why we science.
Get up, get going.
Shoot, my bad, guys. Accidentally forgot to swap that out while I was sharing the link. Make sure you share this with your friends or share this with people on your social media to jump into the live stream. I took it off of the public setting, so it's unlisted, but you can still share the link. Just to answer a few questions here. So what McGloin did, I mean, that's a cardinal sin in team sports for one, but in the NFL, yeah, he would have probably been released the very next day, especially if he's, let's be real. He's not a starting quarterback in professional football. He's just not that. I don't know really how they decided on him being the kind of quarterback they wanted to have as a starter in New York, but I've watched both of the Guardians games, and he wasn't very good in either one. And, in the NFL, a guy like that who's a backup, not even really a backup, just a guy who decides he wants to badmouth an entire organization during a halftime interview, generally speaking, those guys are turning in their playbooks the very next morning before meetings even start. So definitely not acceptable with what he's done. And Torben, yeah, I am definitely a Jags fan. I mean, I've played my entire career there. I am 100% teal and black. So that's me.
So the linebackers can find the ball. You guys have really got to cross those lanes to make the ball has got to cut back to the spider side. It's got to cut back to the spider side.
And spiders are blitz. So they're looking for one of these linebackers getting a gap with the D-line crossing face.
And it left a man open. Jeff Badette, who's back in the game after suffering a hip injury on the first play of the game.
Tom Tampa 2.
You see the spider coming from the linebacker. Landry Jones seeing the blitz come, goes right in that vacant area where the linebacker left. You're dealing with a veteran quarterback now. He sees that.
Yeah, Paul, if the head coach is a GM, they definitely can make that decision.
Up your sidelines or short in the middle field because the middle linebacker's running back deep.
So swinging out to Cameron Artis-Payne. He's able to pick up a first down for Dallas. How to pick up a 5.
You take a look at this play. When you drop it off to your running back, you're just taking a look at the defense. Landry Jones is thinking, get this completion, but really take a look at how they're playing this zone coverage and where can I hurt them the next time I get a chance.
Kind of like a boxer feeling his guy.
No, I never thought about playing in the XFL, to be honest.
All-time leading passer Oklahoma history. Incomplete.
Go whole shot on cover 2.
All right. Let's go. Let's go. Trips, 94 whip.
2-man. Games, 2-man.
Ross, this is 94 whip. Release outside. Get your...
So they're running games.
So this would be a true drop back pass play.
Defensive line should be mixing it up here. You're going to see a couple stunts. See how the O-line protects it.
But you can help here Moss go cover 2 man, so that shot shouldn't be there.
Monday.
Back-to-back incompletions for Landry Jones. Seemingly simple passes.
Yeah, a great play call by Winston Moss.
I think a huge success for the XFL would be if they can become a sort of minor league for the NFL, and players who the NFL wants to develop, they can send them to the XFL with a clause in the contract that they'll be back in the NFL after a certain amount of time. I think that is probably best case scenario for XFL. They'll never be a true competitor to the NFL just because, I mean, the NFL has 100 years of history, and the NFL is so ingrained in the culture. Players want to go to the NFL regardless of how many leagues there are. Players are trying to reach a point where they can get signed to an NFL team. So you definitely want, as the owner of the XFL, Vince McMahon, I'm sure it wants the league just to become that kind of system that can be compatible with the NFL.
10-yard penalty. Replay, 3rd down.
That's left tackle Willie Beavers out of Western Michigan.
And Mark, I gotta set up my tiers on Patreon. Let me do that today. And anybody who wants to join my Patreon, I'm gonna start putting these streams on the Patreon. I'm gonna start loading them up to the Patreon posts. That way that once the game is done, if you didn't get a chance to see it, you can go see it on the Patreon.
Listening in on this is like listening into an air traffic controller. There's a lot going on, even if the score might not reflect it.
It really is, and you start to see Landry Jones' body language isn't looking great now, walking off the field. A little different than he started this game. They threw the ball 6 straight times, got some completions. Now they've struggled. They've turned it over a couple times. And that conversation with Landry Jones and Hal Mumme is going to feel and sound a little different now than it did to begin this game.
Here's Kermit Whitfield from the 28. Tried to cut it back and ends up finding only 5 yards on the return after a 39-yard punt. Still scoreless in Los Angeles.
At AutoZone, you get what you need when you need it. Got a today job? Pick it up.
And Pacific, 7 p.m. Central on ABC.
Landry, you're seeing more 4-down looks from the LA defense. Is that what's throwing you off?
No, I'm just not playing very good. Simple as fact. I got to play better.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, he's very polite on both sides. Josh Johnson gets to the Larry Rose straight ahead. Head coach for the Los Angeles Wildcats is Winston Moss. He was also a teammate of Joey Galloway with the Seattle Seahawks.
Hey, Coach, you told us this defense will look a lot different. They created 2 turnovers. What's the difference today?
Say it again.
You told us this defense would be different in this game than they looked last week. You created a couple turnovers. What's different about this team?
Well, they're playing with a lot more confidence. They're playing like brothers. They're playing hard. We had a couple of turnovers. We missed one in that early, and these guys are looking forward to, just like I said, we told these guys to just bring their heart and their head, and everything will take care of itself. I told them, don't look at the scoreboard. Don't pay attention to none of that stuff. Don't pay attention to externals. Man, just play hard and have some fun today.
Coach, on the other side of the ball, what do you have to do to get this offense going? Defense playing the way they are, you got to get some points on the board.
I'm not going to worry about Norm. Norm will get this thing sorted out, and the quarterback, Josh Johnson, he'll figure it out. So we'll be fine.
Coach, thanks for your time. We appreciate it. Here's Josh Johnson trying to find something doing offensively. From his back foot delivers a laser, and Nelson Spruce is able to dive to the marker on a pickup of 6. It's a first down, Los Angeles.
This Josh Johnson is playing with a lot of confidence so far. And We talked about he hadn't played a lot of football, but he's doing one thing well, and that is keeping these plays alive and finding his receivers in these soft spots in these zones. Again, they're in that area of the field now as you're getting closer to the 50, where a lot of offenses like to take a shot downfield, and they need a big play offensively to get some confidence.
7 yards per completion so far for Johnson. 5 wide, empty backfield to the out route. That's complete for Jordan Smallwood.
Here we go. Tiger, tiger, tiger. Trips right. Z Smoke. 12. Trips right. Z Smoke. 12.
12 is inside zone. Sounds like they gave him a RPO on that as well.
And here's your Z up top. The smoke route would just be something quick outside if he doesn't like to run.
They go with the run, and it's a successful play call. Elijah Hood rips off 11 yards. And
You know, they said that the Renegades were supposed to be the favorite to win the championship this year, but I'm just not seeing it. I don't see that. They haven't looked particularly good in either game so far.
Johnson calls his own number, can't find the corner, loses 2.
3-3-3. 3-3-3. Dual right. Dual right. Here we go. Dual right. 63 Falcon. Y out Z post. Y out Z post. Dual right plus. Nah, just dual right. 63 Falcon. Y out Z post.
Here's your Z up top. There's the poster looking for it. This is the shot that this offense wants to take downfield, see if they can get the Z.
Crossing route complete. Nelson Spruce inside the 30, the product of Colorado. Gain of 7.
And I guarantee you they are coming back to that play call. The post was there. If Johnson had time to stand in the pocket, the big play they've been looking for was wide open to the Z post.
All right, here we go. 3-3-3. Train left, 63 Utah. Puma, Buff. Train left, 63 Utah. Puma.
He found Spruce.
It's a 15-yard comeback, Joey, depending on the coverage depth, could take the shot on top of it.
See Norm Chow calm and collected on the mic, frustrated off of it. Pressure coming. Johnson lobs it, incomplete.
Look at the buff. Look at the buff.
Trying to keep his quarterback calm.
Oh, baby.
He turned his mic off before he went off, but he is not happy.
I should call timeout. Hey, I'm arrested. I should call timeout.
That's Josh Johnson saying he should have called a timeout. Another missed opportunity with field position for Los Angeles. Veteran Nick Novak on. This will be a 47-yard attempt to hit.
Nick Novak.
Pre-game. 38-year-old out of San Diego. And Novak puts LA on the board finally.
I'm here with Josh Johnson. Josh, what just happened there?
We should have got more. We got points, so good drive. Defense got us the ball back. Finally got some points on the board. We got a lot. It's okay though. We got a bit better. I could be better. We all could be better. So just keep plugging those. We knew it was gonna be like this.
You're the unquestioned leader of this team. What's your message to your teammates as you guys are struggling?
Keep plugging. This is part of pro football, man. You gotta feel the game out. But as long as we keep executing, not getting down, and just keep playing on the next play, we'll be all right.
All right, thanks, Josh.
He would know pro football, 12 seasons, 13 different teams. His first win didn't come until his 11th season. Buccaneers, Browns, Bengals, 49ers, Colts, Bills, Giants, Texans, Redskins, and Lions.
Novak just doing this because he's bored on the weekends. He's tired of playing golf.
Should have. Once again. Everybody should have. It's been a popular play.
A lot of time left, but the under's looking good.
The under is 5-1 through the first 6 XFL games. Wilson Walter got to find the sideline, and he gets forced out of bounds after a positive return. Well, Landry Jones told Cole, I could be playing better. Both quarterbacks have echoed the same sentiment. Figure his shoulder pads could be strapped down a little bit better, huh?
Yeah, I guarantee you that Josh Johnson, when he says he can play a little better, feels a lot better right now than Landry Jones. LA has gotten past the 50. They've been in the red zone. They have to capitalize. They have 3 points so far. They have the lead. Landry Jones started this game off throwing the ball well. These last few series, offenses look disjointed. They have to get back in rhythm.
57 or 23. 57 or 23, Lance. Monday.
Pressure on him, and Landry Jones gets it off. Dallas, you see on the scoreboard, came in as 6.5-point favorites. As that live line has been updated, it's now down to 2.5, and the over-under at just 24 and a hook. 20 points less than where it was at kick.
Just dog. Go through.
Boy, I bet Vegas has been losing so much money on that over-under. Every game, it's like 40-something points, and it's not even getting close to that.
Over the middle to Lance Dunbar. First down, Dallas. Two-minute warning in the first half. It's LA 3, Dallas nothing. Back to LA in a moment.
This is your game day fit. This is your I'm not leaving the house today gear. This is not your proof and not your same old swag. This is for the love of football. Gear up at XFLshop.com.
Good morning.
More treatment.
We're going to try something different today.
Oh, so pretty.
Dogs bring out the good in us. Pedigree brings out the good in them.
My hair loss was a reminder of my age. I started noticing losing my hair.
Sorry, guys. I keep forgetting to do that. I'm doing multiple things at one time.
Next week in the Dome, St. Louis home against the New York Guardians, 3 p.m. Eastern on ESPN, also streaming live on the ESPN app. The Guardians quarterback Matt McGloin had this to say after the coverage yesterday. Is this accurate, Joey? Does that always happen in football?
It absolutely happens, and that's the overreaction. You catch a guy in the heat of the moment when things aren't going well, especially your leader, your quarterback, and you're going to get an emotional quote, and that's what it was yesterday.
Watch 23 come.
Both of these quarterbacks have kept their poise in this one after frustrating starts, I'm sure. Extra man coming. Here's Jeff Badette. pickup of only 1.
This offense for Dallas is starting to look similar to last week's offense. Just the short passes, the underneath passes, and set up a second and long and maybe a third and long, and it's hard to get in rhythm when you do that. Landry Jones is supposed to be the quarterback with the big arm, the one that can go downfield, but defensively, LA isn't giving that up, so they're going to have to find a way to make some big plays.
There were no preseason games for these teams.
Hey, 57 or 23. 57 or 23. Frisco, 57 or 52. Monday.
Really no exhibitions. This is like week 2 of the preseason. Landry Jones is going to try to rumble for a first down. And he takes it past midfield. The 31-year-old using his legs.
And rumble is a good way to put it. That was a rumble.
Open flip, open flip. Open flip. Open flip.
Injured his knee first day of practice. Got that bulky brace on. First pass attempt the first day.
I got you. Real. Monday. Pretty good.
Straight ahead, Lance Dunbar. First down, Dallas.
You can see a difference. You didn't hear Landry Jones telling Dunbar anything about linebackers, so you know it was a run. On the pass plays, he's telling, look at these 2 linebackers. If they don't blitz, you go out and run a route. That's what he's letting him know.
Under 2 minutes, game clock stops until the play clock hits 20 seconds, regardless of what happens in the field.
You go Frisco, Frisco. Frisco. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, hey. Hey, pipe. Money, ring it.
Here we go. Let's go. It was bang, bang. Hey, listen, it's not a foul. Relax. We got it. We're good. Dallas calls their first timeout of the half. 30 seconds.
You guys went nuts when Landry Jones had that, I think, 4-yard run that took 8.9 seconds. Why does that get you guys pumped up?
Hey, man, Landry's, he's our leader, man. It's great to see him making plays, getting out there, running the rock.
What needs to happen for this D-line in the second half?
We just got to keep coming, man. Keep doing what we've been doing in the first half. Keep working, you know. We like times like this, you know. Defense, we don't ride, man.
There you go. Thank you.
Frank Alexander with Jalen Robinson. 2 guys you heard from there. Jalen, number 98, son of the big dog, Glenn Robinson.
Roxy. Hey, let's go opposite side.
But that split out top of the screen, number 13.
Yeah, he's the mic. Monday. Ready to go.
Incomplete drop by Lance Dunbar.
It's going to score. Drive a coach crazy. That is a great play call that they didn't execute.
Man, I forgot Bob Stoops was even coaching them. He ain't even saying nothing over there. He's just hanging out.
Let's go through.
Hey, here we go.
Score.
Hold 5-2. Real. Monday. Ready to go.
To the back again. This one's complete, and it's a first down for Dunbar, who set all sorts of rushing records at North Texas.
2D. 3 cloud, over, 3 cloud. Jet 3 cloud. Jet 3 cloud.
Watch 36. So 57 or 36. Monday. Ready to go.
Landry Jones attacking 57. It's good.
Get on the ball.
Down.
Go open.
Sean
Think about
Price.
31.
He caught Will Smith in coverage.
Let's go freeze.
Lance Dunbar.
He knows how to hit.
Let's go open flip 6.
Hustle it up now.
open flickers, the 4 verticals. So I'd imagine they're looking to the 2 slot guys to get something on the inside.
I mean, Tebow, I mean, he's still got to be able to throw the ball.
Come across the field, try to catch the guy right behind him.
That's Flynn Nagel. Andrew Jones pulls it back. Flag on the play, lobs it in zone, incomplete. Marquise Shakur, the center out of Middle Tennessee State, by way of Santa Monica Junior College. Flag for a hold.
Holding offense 61. Holding offense number 61. 10-yard penalty. Replace it.
It is tough to run 4 verticals inside the 15-yard line. You just don't have a lot of room to work. You won't see what you want immediately. It's going to be tough for the offensive line to hold up and protect.
Third time the Dallas O-line has been flagged for holding. 22 seconds left in the half. One hopper, incomplete. Clock will stop with 16
Holding on the
seconds
field
left.
is an incomplete pass. It's 3rd down.
Let's go trips. Let's go trips. And go 6 call. Just look for the best guy, okay? And then
I mean, they're inside the 20. They're right at the 20. If I was LA, I'd be blitzing on this down. The quarterback can't move, so blitz him.
Same play they called a second ago. This time the trips it to the right side of the field. And again, they're looking for the seam route behind with the second slot guy, which is Nagel.
The clock expired! Thank you!
That'll back Dallas up even more.
Hard snap. Delay of game. Offense.
Guys, I'm sitting there telling her I might need a timeout.
Funny thing is, I think that Kaepernick would actually do well in the XFL, but he don't want to play football.
It's now 3rd and 21. He's got man coverage, going to the out route, and incomplete. Andrew Jones took a shot at the end after trying to find Jeff Badette. Roman Tatum found his way into the backfield.
No! 4th down! Let's go! Field goal! Come on! Thought it was 4th down.
So they'll send Austin McGinnis out for a field goal attempt. He provided all of the offense for Bob Stoops' Dallas team last week. 41-yard attempt for the former Kentucky Wildcat.
Please reset the play clock.
McGinnis from 41. And that is good. So Dallas and Los Angeles have traded field goals. That was the culmination of a 12-play, 50-yard drive.
I'm pretty sure that they've got a tiered, pretty sure they have a tiered pay system. So based on how much value you have to them, there's a tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. I think tier 3 gets 50 or 60,000 a year.
About to go run another offensive play, and Stoops is yelling, we're kicking a field goal, and they also had a delay of game inside the red zone. So when you move the ball back, you end up with 3 in a situation where you finally get to the red zone. You need to get 6 points in that situation. But at the end of the day, it's 3-3. And they'll go into the locker room at 3-3, and both teams have to regroup. Offensively, both sides need to find a way to finish off these drives.
Austin McGinnis, directed by Bob Stoops, to try and kick it out of the back of the end zone. The touchback would bring it out to the 35. McGinnis stands by himself at the 30. Coverage team at the far 35. The receiving team 5 yards across from them. Kermit Whitfield out of bounds with 1 second on the clock. Expectations high for both of these offenses with the quarterbacks getting their first start. Landry Jones and Josh Johnson. What hasn't worked for them?
Dallas's offense early on in this game, it seemed like Landry Jones was getting into a rhythm. They were getting some chunk plays, moving the ball. And since then, they've gone back to the underneath throw. And the LA defense, they're excited right now for the way they played this first half. They gave up a lot of big plays last week. They have held this Dallas defense to just 3 points, so they go into the locker room with a lot of confidence.
Landry Jones, 17 of 26 for 177. Johnson, 8 of 11 for 63 yards.
Josh, what does your offense need to do?
And they actually have health care insurance that's covered by the XFL too, so that's good.
And now we just got to, regroup at the second half and come out and finish.
You told me you were a little nervous before the game. Now that you've settled in, what are you going to say to your team in the locker room?
Let's just keep going. We got to keep plugging, man. This is football game. That's a good team over there. We're playing against a good team. We know this defense is going to be stingy, so we just got to, keep plugging.
All right, thank you.
All right.
Landry got a little rhythm going there. I had to feel pretty good towards the end.
Yeah, that felt better. We're just not playing very well. I got to play better. I got to make better throws and stuff like that. So we'll get it going. So still got a long game. We're tied up,
What will your message be to your teammates in the locker room?
Nothing really. It's really all on my shoulders right now. If I give people good balls, we play well. If I throw it in the dirt like I had been doing, we're not going to play well.
There you go. Go get them.
All right, thanks.
Well, if you're one of those who took the under, looking pretty good. Only 6 points total at the break. It's the end of the second quarter here in Los Angeles. You're watching the XFL on ABC.
All right, so that's halftime. It's going to be about, a 10-minute halftime. So going to keep it on this static page and grab myself a bite to eat real quick. And I will see you guys back here in about 10, 12 minutes.
to finish off these drives and get some points.
And neither offense was able to do that working with short fields. Welcome back. Tom Hart alongside Joey Galloway. Either one of these quarterbacks, the type of QB that could get hot in a half?
Well, Landry Jones, you can start to see his body language. In that second quarter walking off, doesn't feel good about what he's doing so far, but he's played a lot of football, a lot of NFL football. And so you expect him to find his rhythm. And Josh Johnson is a guy that you can see playing with a lot of energy and making plays, and also a little disappointed that he hasn't finished drives. Someone's going to get hot here in this second half.
Hey, and if they don't, and the score stays the same, we get our first look at XFL overtime. And boy, that'll be fun. Josh Johnson and LA trying to get things going in this one. Remember, Dallas started this game as 6.5-point favorites. The updated live line, according to Caesars Sportsbook, that is down to 3.5. The total has dropped all the way to 26. If you're so interested in getting in on the action. Limited action for both offenses. The turnovers
Los Angeles will receive
for both. Dallas has run 31 plays. They put it in the air 26 times for Landry Jones. 17 completions for $177. Meanwhile, more balanced attack for Los Angeles. Josh Johnson in LA have run 27 plays, almost split down the middle. 14-13 pass run. Let's go down the field. Cole Cuban.
Coach Stoops, Landry started picking it up a little bit there late in the second half. Have to feel good about that momentum.
Yeah, you know, and early on, the interception, we got a wide receiver, runs the wrong route, brings the corner into the play, and he shouldn't be there. So we kind of hurt ourselves a little bit, put ourselves in the hole in the first two. The kickoff return and punt return put us inside the 15. So we've got to do a better job of some execution and field position.
How do you address penalties towards the end of the half with your team?
Yeah, you know, some of it, the holding calls, hey, sometimes you beat better than getting Landry hit. Every now and then you got to sacrifice one.
You got to protect your quarterback in there. You can't let him take a shot. Defensively, pleased with what you've seen so far?
Defense has been awesome. They've been out there in some tight spots inside the 50 and held their ground. So they've really stepped up for us, kept us in the game.
Thank you, Coach.
All right.
He mentioned the holding calls, 3 against that Dallas offensive line. And on the other side, Josh Johnson for this Los Angeles team will have an opportunity to get their offense going. Second half underway. And Martez Carter breaks it to the inside between the hash marks and out to the 35-yard line. First time for a return for Carter today, and a positive one. And the Los Angeles Wildcats in good field position.
And you can start to see some more game blocking up front. And it's in the second week, and teams getting used to this new style of kicking and kick returning. And you wondered when some of these were going to start popping after they get a chance to watch film, see how guys kick the ball, and try to find those holes in the coverage.
Number 74 reporting is eligible. Number 74.
Second time that Los Angeles has gone unbalanced with Tyler Reamer out of San Diego State eligible. He's off to the right side.
We're good. Ready. To go.
Play action. Complete, and a first down into Dallas territory. Adonis Jennings. Great play call, Norm Chow.
Here we go. Mash to far right, 3-3-3. Mash to far left, 63, F option. Mash to far left, 63, F option.
Pistol. Ready.
They'll bring Spruce into the backfield.
To go.
Johnson took his eye off the snap, fumbled it, recovers, fires a fastball complete. It'll be a gain of just 2, but Joy, it could have been a loss of 20.
Really good. You notice Norm Chow is not doing a lot of coaching after he calls the play. He just lets it go. Lets Josh Johnson handle it. This one ball gets away. Josh Johnson, nice athletic play, getting it back and getting some positive yards.
To go. Hey, inside. Hey, 48, back you here.
48. Notre Dame product, Greer Martini, the linebacker.
Ready. To go.
4-man rush. Complete to the outside. Good for an LA first down. A pickup of 10 to Smallwood.
A little different look of this LA offense to start this second half. They started the game off running the ball, and now they're passing it. You can tell now they feel a little bit more confident in Josh Johnson. He's into this game. They're trying to find that rhythm and get some completions.
His running back is Elijah Hood.
You inside. We're going. Ready. To go.
Johnson going deep. Too much air into that one in the back of the end zone. Aiming for Adonis Jennings.
All right, here we go. Tiger Romer. Zooms to trips left. 29 Boss. Zoom to trips left. 29
Number
Boss.
74 is reporting as eligible. Number 74.
Jordan. We're going. Ready. To go.
They'll run behind Reamer. Offensive lineman came in and tied in, and it's a pickup of 4.
We haven't seen LA go deep very much in this game, but you have to take that shot eventually to back the defense
62
up.
Dino box. Don't forget the box. Don't forget your box. 3-3-3. 3-3-3. 3-3-3. Train right. Dino box. Don't forget your box.
That's the most coaching we've heard Coach Shout do after the play call. Let Johnson know this is where you should look. If the defense gives it to you, go ahead and take the box.
We're going. Ready. To go.
Another deep ball. Too much. Nelson Spruce had his stride interrupted. Missed opportunity. And they'll bring a field goal unit on.
Well, these quarterbacks all over the XFL are not very good at hitting those deep balls in stride. I mean, that's wide open. You got to hit him.
He's their big play guy so far this season. Johnson simply missed his post throw. You got to have it. Now they'll try to salvage 3, but to come out in this second half and open up a drive, let Johnson throw the ball around the field, you can tell the offense is coming out the attitude of, we're going to go downfield and make a big play.
Nick Novak made 82% of his field goals in the NFL. This is from 50, and it's drifting left. It will stay there. Novak 1 of 2, and LA comes up empty after a 7-play drive to start the half. We are still tied at 3.
I'm going to move this thing back to public so we can get some more people up in here.
you think about that?
The receiver just let him know what he sees. But I like the way Johnson handled it. You know, he handled it the right way. Said, look, you focus on playing ball. We're going to get this thing together. Johnson handled it correctly.
That's the calm demeanor of a veteran. Pressure coming on Landry Jones. He's run for 1 first down already, and he takes an awkward tumble. And he could have picked up the second. That wasn't a slide. It was an army roll.
And even he's laughing. Even he's laughing about whatever this is. Clearly he doesn't want to run, but this is his second time he took off.
Boomer.
Who can we bring in to work on his sliding skills?
Hey, Sooner.
Oklahoma's all-time leading passer.
Monday.
See what Sooner is.
Ready, go ahead.
Cameron Artis-Payne to midfield and a first down. Dueling towels.
Over 6 bars. Over 6 bars. Over 6 bars. Over 6 bars.
How Mummy wants the shot. He's caught it a few times. The defense has just simply taken it away, which is forcing him to go underneath.
Ready, go ahead.
Set up a screen. Nobody's open. Lyman Date downfield. They'll go behind the line of scrimmage. A flag coming. Already 3 flags on the Dallas offensive line today. Looks like we may have a 4th.
Throw the ball. Gotcha. There is no foul for ineligible downfield on the pass. The pass was caught behind the line of scrimmage. It's second down.
Hey, y'all are out to 57. Frisco, 57. You're on 52. Monday. Yeah, you're on 52. Ready, go ahead.
On 2nd and 4, Landry Jones over the middle, intercepted. Will Smith with the fantastic hands, and that gives the speed to show what he can do. Another takeaway for LA.
And Landry Jones is going to have to start talking to his guys when it's actually a run. Like he only gives instructions when it's a pass play, and defenses start to pick up on it. And so they'll know a pass play is coming, and this is just really good coverage underneath by Will Smith, makes an athletic play. But that's a ball that Landry Jones can't throw. You can't take your chances there.
The result of the play is an interception. After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct by the intercepting team, number 57, for removing his helmet and throwing the ball in the stands. 15-yard penalty from the dead ball spot. It's 1st and 10.
What did you see on that interception?
Hey, first and foremost, I gotta thank God, you know what I'm saying? But I've been dropping that scene play all day. Carried it today, made the play on it, do what I was supposed to do.
What's the difference with your defense today?
We're just flying around. First game, we was a little rusty. Now we got that out the way. Now we're doing what we love to do, fly around and make plays.
All right, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Why'd he throw the ball in the stands? He could have kept it.
He get another ball sometimes. Honestly, though, in the moment, you get rid of balls, and you later on think when you settle down, man, I wish I'd have kept that ball.
Like my golf game, Dallas is going to run out of balls soon if they keep hitting them in the water. Already lost 3 balls today. Team-specific balls, the takeaway team can keep it if they want it. Instead, Will Smith gave away a souvenir. Johnson going deep down the sideline. Man coverage and incomplete. We got a flag. That'll go against Tristan Deku. And Adonis Jennings is going to earn a first down without a catch.
We heard Johnson talking. We're going to keep going deep. Call it again. Let's go after him. The attitude has been so far. Let's take our shots downfield.
Number 24. Automatic first down.
It's a good call. What are you shaking your head for, Tom?
Okay, the hand to the face at the end. But you are never going to say it's not pass interference.
I mean, you're right about that, but That was pass interference.
Fair.
It's a good call. Now LA has to find a way to finish off this drive.
Last time they were this close, they fumbled it. It'll be a gain of 44 thanks to the flag. Into the end zone. Incomplete.
Just take us through what you saw in that last interception.
Well, we were going down the middle with Parham and underthrew it. You know, it's simple as that. It's the same story over and over and over again. I got to make throws.
Is it more mental adjustment or more of a physical adjustment?
I don't want to make any excuses, you know. I'm just not playing very good, not being accurate with the football. I got to be better.
Thank you.
Pretty simple. 3 turnovers.
See, now they're kind of beating a dead horse. Like, stop going over and asking him why he threw a pick or why it didn't work out on that drive. I mean, at this point, we know he's just not playing well.
Josh Johnson scrambling. Fires, end zone. Out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Adonis Jennings ran out of real estate.
This third down call is absolutely huge for LA. If they end up kicking another field goal or making another field goal attempt, then offensively you start to lose the confidence that you're building and your ability to move the ball. You need to find points. Your defense is playing this way. You got to pay off one of these drives and get it in the end zone.
Pressure from the edge. They pick it up. Johnson over the middle. Caught. His tight end Brandon Barnes to the 10 and dragged down there. Flag afterwards after the helmet was ripped off by Donatello Brown. Never seen a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle flag, but that's what happened. It's a pickup of 15.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense number 26 will be penalized half the distance to the goal. First down. And number 74 is reporting as eligible. 74.
Yeah, they'll usually call that.
Yeah, it is either face mask or touchdown. And so if you're Dallas, I mean, that is a bad play because you got a penalty, but at the same time, you saved the touchdown.
Notice y'all got to change that for me because I get tongue twisted like a...
Johnson hands it off straight ahead. And Elijah Hood stopped at the 1.
Do it again. Do it again.
Injured player for Dallas.
Officials timeout for an injured player.
Do it again, baby. Do it again. Challenge those guys, Josh. Get us in the end zone.
Tony Garrod was the injured player. They help him off the field.
They're going to run the do it again play. I'm guessing run off left side, Tom. What do you got?
That's very insightful of you. Elijah Hood lost the football.
You got to be kidding me.
We'll see if Josh Johnson was able to get it back. Renegades say it's their football.
The ruling on the field is a fumble recovered by the defense.
Wow, these guys don't want to score.
And the Renegades, Greer Martini out of Notre Dame comes away with a football.
I mean, that was just a handoff problem.
Never had it.
How did that one feel?
Felt really good. Just get back the ball. We've been battling all game. We just did our part.
Especially being back down in there, you know you need to make a play. What was the discussion like between your teammates before that snap?
Hey, let's make this as hard as possible on them. We went out there and we did that, so.
Great stuff, thank you.
Defensive stop.
Former Notre Dame captain, 24-year-old, undrafted free agent of the Packers in 18, and now in the XFL. Landry Jones is trying to get right. He's going to unload deep down the sideline. Caught! First down, Dallas! First catch of the game for Joshua Crockett. And Dallas gets out of the shadows of the end zone with a 39-yard completion.
Create a big play on defense, and then you take your shot. The coverage is pretty good. Landry Jones has made a better throw.
Things happen fast in this league. Cameron Artis-Payne. Ladarius Wiley out of Vanderbilt to stop.
6 divide wide bench.
2nd and 7.
Linda. Hey, you got 32.
Here's your Y up top. They're talking bench route, which you're thinking is a deeper out route. We've seen this offense run it last week a few times.
Quick to Nagel. He's got blocking on the edge, and he picks up a Dallas first down before he gets stuck.
This they talked about. Let's go open 31 or 32. Something he likes. He simply tells his guys to run, and they go at it. But that's not.
Yeah, you fumble the ball in the NFL routinely like that, you're not gonna last long at all.
They'll run it with Cameron Artis-Payne, and at the last second, that defensive line shifted. Still, Dallas found 7.
And again, you knew the run play was coming because he did tell his running back to pay attention to linebackers. It wasn't in their favor, but they made a play out of it and got positive yards. Now sets up a 2nd and 2.
Foil. Go same side. Monday. Ready to go hit.
On the delay. Near the marker.
Let's go. Open Roxy.
We in diamond nickel. Good. He needs a headset.
Roxy.
Tampa.
Fresh set of downs for Dallas.
Headset on the guy.
Hello.
You guys gotta get a break.
Tuesday.
You guys gotta come on back.
Ready to go hit. Good.
Screen again. Fantastic play from the safety to stop it after a gain of 2. That's Ladarius Wiley again.
Frank, you've been living on this foam. You've been living on this foam roll over here. What's going on?
Let's go. Just trying to stay loose, man. You know, just in the course of the game, you know, you'll get tight. So I'm just trying to stay loose.
Keep the juices flowing.
Like,
right?
this is not necessary.
Years old, man. Gotta stay.
Nobody wants to hear this particularly.
30 years young. You right?
Frank Alexander on the defensive line. Big stop for Dallas near the goal line. And now they're driving. 5-man rush. Another deep ball. And that one's overthrown. Badette, the intended receiver. Here's how Frank Alexander is staying loose on his sideline. Big roller for a big dude.
I've actually never seen a roller quite like that. That's an interesting roller, but I understand it's almost like you're working out your muscles. You don't see a lot of guys use it in game, but it's working for Big 5'7".
Message to his mom. Message for Landry Jones. Try to find a 3rd down conversion. They're 0 for 3.
You got 32 or 23. Monday. Ready to go hit.
Stepping up in the pocket, and he finds his tight end, Sean Price, for a gain of 15. Remember at half how Mummy said they're in cover 2 70% of the time. That's what he told his team at the grease board.
Lemon.
The line to split. Hurt is 31 or 32.
Monday. Ready to go hit.
Loss of 1 for Cameron Artis-Payne. Willie Mays with the stop.
Hey, get up. Hey, here. Dog.
What?
Dog.
I believe he told him a pump to the outside, which is a double move. This could be the shot they're trying to take to the end zone, but pump always means double move to a receiver.
Looking for Parham, and he gets taken down. No time for the double move. And a sack for L.A. is a loss of 7. Cedric Reed found his way in the backfield.
Yeah, they were looking for Parham on a double move on the inside slot. Gives a little hesitation, and then goes to the middle of the field. Landry Jones just didn't have time to stand in the pocket and make a play. And defensively, that's the way you beat those double moves. That's the way you beat teams from taking the shots downfield. Don't give the quarterback time to stand in the pocket.
No, Linda, you're free. You're free. Yeah, Linda. You're on 32. 32 or 23, 52 or 23. Monday.
11th play of the drive. Deep shot, wide open, and Parham couldn't get his hands underneath it. Dallas is going to have to settle for a field goal again.
There's not much you can say as a coaching staff when you have these kind of situations. I mean, that ball is a couple inches too far from Parham, who is 6'8". As long as they come, we've seen both quarterbacks with these opportunities, and both of them have missed those kind of throws. Eventually, somebody is going to connect and get their team in the end zone.
Guinness is already made from 41. And that one just good from 45. Dallas takes advantage of the takeaway. They're able to cap a 12-play, 69-yard drive that took 6:10 off the clock. Austin McGinnis has provided all the offense. That one by the narrowest of ribbons for Dallas.
Grubhub.
All right, so we're looking at these quarterbacks continue to overthrow their open receivers down the field. Hopefully that these quarterbacks can get that tightened up a bit. I mean, it would make for much more exciting football if they could do that for sure. Yeah, I would agree, Paul. It is this game in particular on the offensive side. Really, I would say these quarterbacks are making or look a little bit like amateurs. They're just not making good throws. I mean, Johnson is actually doing all right. He's put some throws out there, but heck, he had 2 deep balls with the open receiver and, I mean, continuously overthrows it. So as far as the quarterbacks go, I would agree to a certain extent.
Next, down to the field, Cole Kublik.
Austin, new kickoff rules here in the XFL. How does that change your approach before you kick this football?
It changes the approach because you don't want to hit it in the end zone. You don't want to hit it out of bounds. You kind of got to put it in play for the returners. So it's a little different in that aspect.
Bomb it.
Thank you.
Simple instructions for a kicker.
Yeah, good coaching, Cole.
I'm here for him.
Bomb it. He's a registered financial advisor. You could have gotten some stock tips before you left.
Buy low, sell high.
Bomb it and buy low, sell high. We're not going to charge you for any of this. From the 8. It's Kermit Whitfield. And And Whitfield takes it out past the 35. How much did the line swing? Well, Los Angeles on that second and goal turned to the favorite for the first time in this game by 1.5 points. Now Dallas, which opened as nearly a touchdown favorite, favored by 3.5, and the total is down under 20 after opening at 45.5. That's where Winston Moss chooses to watch his offense operate from. Play calling in the hands of longtime offensive coordinator and quarterback coach Norm Chow.
Hey, 20, 48, 48. Dinesh, we're going. Yeah. So go.
Chow told us the only thing he was looking for Josh Johnson was able to make some passes, and that one is a flag on Jordan Smallwood.
You okay with that call, Tom?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, good.
The accuracy was the key for Josh Johnson in his growth.
Defense, number 28. Automatic first down.
Flag on Josh Hawkins.
Pretty good coverage. And all defensive backs, when they get downfield, they start to use their hands. And there's a nice throw by Johnson outside, forcing the DB to try to come through the receiver to get to the ball. And another correct interference play.
Hawkins, former Green Bay Packer.
Backs inside. We're going.
Over 100 yards of penalties against Dallas. Johnson over the middle, complete. And now Los Angeles is starting to get things going. A pickup of 9 to Quan Hampton out of USC. And that's how the third quarter will come to an end. Dallas 6, LA 3. We'll be back after this break and a word from our ABC stations. You're watching the XFL on ABC.
Man, how much time I got?
So just as we talk about these quarterbacks, one of them starts making some throws. But yeah, I think the interviews are a little bit they're stacking those up too much. I think you need to save the interviews, the on-field stuff for bigger plays, for bigger instances in the game where momentum shifts. Nobody cares what the kicker has to say about kicking the ball off.
broadcast written consent of the XFL and ESPN.
Aerial coverage provided by Goodyear, celebrating the endless pursuit of forward momentum. Goodyear, more driven. Down to the sideline, Molly McGrath.
Well, a couple NFL stars here on the XFL sidelines, here with Melvin Gordon and Todd Gurley. Why are you guys here?
Man, see some football. I love football. I love being around it. Got some guys on the team on both sides of the field. We want to just come and support them.
I'm going to let you guys play hype man. Who are you hyping up right now? Who are you looking at on the field?
Of course, the one and only Nelson Spruce and Lance Dunbar, two of my great friends. They both play with the Rams, so here to support those guys.
What did those guys do well?
Besides being great friends, they're pretty good players. Spruce, he was the first receiver in the XFL to have 100 yards. Got to get my boy Lance rolling.
What did they do well? What? I mean, that's kind of a stupid question.
Week 1 already. What do you think of the XFL?
I think it's dope. I think it's a great opportunity for guys to come out here and showcase their talents. Get another shot at the league, give them something to look at. So it's exciting. I like it. I've been watching it. A couple friends of mine have been watching it. We here watching it now. And I think it's going to grow.
I know players don't like a microphone in their face at all times, but what do you think of the access as a viewer at home?
I wouldn't like it. I would like it if I'm playing well, but if I'm not, it's like get the camera on my watch out real quick,
No, it's fun. It's a great environment. I think it's going to be a good thing, especially here in LA. So, we just here enjoying and watching our friends.
All right, thank you guys. Tom, we have some XFL fans here on the sidelines.
Yeah, indeed. Todd Gurley on the right, Melvin Gordon on the left. Talked about Spruce, who was injured in a preseason game with the Rams after he came out of Colorado. So a long road back for a guy who was a leading receiver last year. Spruce in the slot, standing at the 20-yard line. Josh Johnson. Flushed. And to the sideline, incomplete. Larry Rose.
Here we go. Dual right. 62 Utah. Puma sits. Take what we can get us now. Take what can get us. Run it.
Ready? Are you inside? Hold. Ready? To go.
Four-man rush. Out route. Diving catch. Right short of the first down marker.
Here we go. Tiger. Zoom to trench right. Toronto. Zoom to trench right. Toronto.
This leaves a 3rd and 1. Pressure coming. Johnson trying to run for it. And he picks up the first down for Los Angeles. He outran Haoli Kikaha. First and goal now for Los Angeles.
No, check down, over the ball, check down. Right over the middle. Yeah, over the middle. Sit down. We're going. Ready? To go.
Johnson, end zone. Incomplete. Going back to Jordan Smallwood. Coverage by Josh Hawkins.
And Johnson's 8 of 13 so far here in the second half. Playing with a lot of confidence right now. You can see Norm Chow is starting to open up his playbook, believing his quarterback is in a rhythm, letting him take more chances with the football downfield.
Larry, swing left. Hey, three down.
LA's turned it over twice inside the 10-yard line today. Plenty of time. End zone. Caught. Touchdown. Nelson Spruce. That's Gurley's guy. And it's a 6-yard score.
All right, we finally got somebody on the board with a touchdown.
Now LA's got to decide what they're going to do from a conversion standpoint.
Go for 3.
Up 3, they can go for 1, 2, or 3. 1 from the 2, 2 from the 5, 3 from the 10. They'll go for 1. They went 1 of 2 on conversions last week. Play action, Johnson intercepted. And the conversion fails. Donatello Brown with the pick.
See, this is the logic. Don't you think that would have been a better route to run if you were at the 10-yard line? At the 10-yard line, you have more space to run longer routes, and you go for 1 from the 2-yard line. What are you going to run a weak out route for?
Has the lead, 9-6.
What did we decide on the Flyers again?
15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
I think we're going to swap over to over 75 years of savings.
My thing is, why run a play that only gets you the same amount as an extra point kick? Why not run a play to get 2 or 3 points every time to make it harder to come back? I mean, I would run a 3-point play every single time from the 10-yard line. That's actually, I feel like, better odds than being closer to the goal line. And in the NFL, it's different. That conversion rate on a 2-point conversion is 50%. So going from the 2-yard line is 50%. Going from the 5-yard line, as everyone knows, it's easier to run plays in the red zone when you have a little bit more space. That's why if you get a penalty at the 1-yard line and get moved back 10 yards, it actually kind of helps the offense because now they can run longer routes. The defense has to cover more ground. If you have the defense only having to cover the end zone, they can break on every route that you run.
Make his way back to the NFL. Here's Austin Walter. And he takes it to the 30. So now Landry Jones has his work cut out for him. Dallas came in as the favorites. They trailed by a field goal here in the fourth quarter.
Hey, slip. Oh, no. You good. Let's go. Lou. Over here. Good for release this way.
He hasn't targeted anyone more than Donald Parham. 8 times he's gone to his tight end, number 49.
Hey, Lou 52. Frisco 23. Monday. Ready to go hit.
some havoc. He's an athletic.
I think the league will grow. I think it will grow. I think the players will be better. I think that you'll have guys who, may come out early from college to go play in the XFL, then go to the NFL draft. If you're not going to be a top 10 or a first-round pick, if you're going to be a second or third-round pick, you can go play a year in the XFL, then come into the NFL and be a first-round pick.
Second sack of the game for L.A. Pressure coming from that same side. And they dump it off. Pickup of 2 for Cameron Artis-Payne. Trey Williams, the tackle.
And that's a great play by Trey Williams. Once again, they set up the screenplay, what they've heard him on in this game. Williams sniffs it out, makes an athletic play, set up a 3rd and long.
Cougar. Linda. 57, Cougar. Hey, Roger. Hold. You got 23 or 57.
Here's Parham on the inside, which you mentioned. They've targeted him again. We'll see if they look to find him down the field.
Going for him, and it is caught. Parham. Did he get enough? Trying to fall forward for the first down and 3rd and long. And they'll say yes. First down, Dallas, and Bob Stoops' team stays alive.
I'm here with 2 old friends, Nelson Spruce and Todd Gurley. And Nelson, right before you scored, Todd Gurley told me he was here to watch you and be your hype man. How cool was it to score in front of him?
That was dope. He got a little shot of it on his cell phone too, working the photography skills. But it's always good to see TG from back in the Rams days.
What was your reaction to that touchdown? Show everyone your phone, the video you got.
Oh, it was. I can't right now. I'm just, I'm proud of my guy right here, man. My little brother. Missed this guy.
I'm older than Todd.
You are? He's still my little brother.
In fact, I taught Todd how to catch back in the day.
He did. He actually did. That's why I became the player I became, and a great teammate, being with this guy. So super proud of him. It was fun.
You did a great job of doing that.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
All right, brother.
And you can imagine the emotion in the Rams' first game back in L.A. after relocating against Dallas in a preseason game. Bruce had 6 catches, including a touchdown, and he got injured on that game-winning play. Rams kept him around for a couple of years, even though he was injured. He played in SoCal last year with San Diego in the AAF. He was their leading receiver. Play action, Landry Jones. Flag on the play, complete to the 40-yard line to Joshua Crockett, who had a big one earlier for 39 yards.
First down. There is no foul. Pass, first down.
This is cover 2 zone, and Landry just sees the hole in the defense. And you're, as a receiver, you know you're taking this hit. You know you're going to go up, get the ball. Crockett does a nice job turning his back, takes a hit to the back, and that's just one you got to sacrifice to get the ball.
Early movement from Boogie Roberts.
Gotcha. Defense, number 91. 5-yard penalty. It's first down.
Boogie's getting his master's in sports journalism. We saw him on the field before the game. He said, make sure to mention my name. Mention my name.
And he said he wanted to be in the booth one day.
Well, he keeps jumping off sides. He might be in the booth.
I told him he can do your job.
Anybody could do my job.
Lemon. One day. Pretty good.
Cameron Artis-Payne cuts it back. He's got a first down for Dallas down to the 21-yard line.
This one of the issues that Coach Moss told us about up front. Didn't feel like they played very well last week. Wanted to be able to stop the run. Now all of a sudden, can Dallas finish off their drive? LA finally got in the end zone. Can Dallas answer?
Tuesday. Pretty good.
Artis-Payne, patient. Bends it outside, gets a block at the 10. Touchdown, Dallas. Cameron Artis-Payne. Lance Dunbar through the key block, and it's a 21-yard score.
Here we go again. Another stupid decision to go for one from, I mean, go for three.
You'd imagine it's going to be direct snap to, they're missing someone else.
Missing offensive lineman.
Missing a right guard.
66 is reporting as eligible.
The league is only 4 of 15 on one-point conversions to the first week and a half. Darius James shows up to play right guard. Cameron Artis-Payne in the Wildcat. A one-point attempt to try to make it a 4-point game. And he is in. Dallas takes a 13-9 lead with 8:52 to go. Cameron Artis-Payne with a 21-yard run. And Dallas finds their first touchdown in the XFL.
Well, they scored a touchdown, so, hey, you know. Yeah, I actually think it makes more sense to just have a extra point kick from the 2 and then do the 2 and 3 point plays from the 5 and the 10. That actually makes pretty good sense.
Up next, beat LA in week 1. Got their defensive coordinator fired. Here's Martez Carter. Carter lowers his shoulder to the 28.
Cameron Artis-Payne, how bad did you want the rock on that last drive?
Definitely wanted it. We discussed it at halftime. We like what they were giving us as far as with the run game, and we came out to execute.
Your running back coach in college, Tim Horton, told me that you're the best pickup basketball player he's ever seen. And when you were at Auburn, you used to challenge the Auburn basketball team, said you thought you could beat them.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I thought I could beat them. I don't know about now. We're pretty good now.
Things have changed a little bit now.
Yeah, back then I can get them.
I think they say War Eagle?
Oh, yeah, War Eagle.
Fitting, coming off of a Final Four appearance last year. By the way, Dallas averaging 6.9 yards per carry in this air raid offense. Josh Johnson to the outside, incomplete.
We talk air raid, people think that they just want to throw the ball. They want to be about 60-40 pass to run. You can tell they turned to the run on that last drive.
Go follow him. We're going. Ready. To go.
Little flick goes incomplete, trying to find Nelson Spruce. And that's going to leave 3rd and 10. Head coach Bob Stoops joins us on the Dallas sideline.
You're going to have to go the other channel. I got the defense is working.
Gotcha. Third and 10.
We're going. Ready. To go.
Josh Johnson, incomplete. We got a flag on the play. Trying to find Jalen Green for the 2nd consecutive play.
That was 3rd down, so it will be 4th down, correct? What were the numbers again, Maya? Illegal formation. Offense. Number 17 covered number 82. The penalty is declined. It's 4th down.
So LA is going to have to punt it away, down by 4 with 7:48 to go.
Yeah, the defense comes back on the field. They just got the ball run down their throat for the last possession. Now it's a quick change late in the game. Are you in good shape? How well are you conditioned defensively to get back on the field after a 3 and out after they just ran the ball at you?
Flynn Nagel from the 26. He's got a hole. Flynn Nagel to the 45 and the 50. Nagel into LA territory down to the 35-yard line.
Shoot, that's the best play of the game.
Sideline coach, you're looking for a spark. Could that be it?
Well, the touchdown was a spark. 3 and out on defense, a good spark, and then Flynn just had a great return.
Coach, what'd you do differently on that last drive to finally get this offense in the end zone?
Go to the defensive side now. You're bundling up my offense. All right, go ahead.
Coach, what was different in that last drive for your offense to finally get into the end zone and get some momentum?
We popped a couple runs, which they're susceptible to the way they're playing. Finally, I know we are. And, and then just executed there at the end. The run game, got a block to get in the end zone.
Coach, thanks for your time. We appreciate it.
Okay, thank you.
Head coach Bob Stoops, his quarterback Landry Jones.
Infraction. Defense, number 77. 5-yard penalty, 1st down.
And Dallas benefits from a flag now, so it took almost the
He's the dollar store version of John Gruden.
Landry Jones hasn't been perfect. The run games look pretty good.
And that's what happens when LA's had their chances. They haven't scored touchdowns. So it's a close game, and offensively, if you can put one drive together, get the lead, it'll change the entire attitude of your team.
Remember, in the XFL, a 1-score game is a 9-point game. A touchdown here would be huge. Here's Lance Dunbar to the outside. Hal Mummy, the OC.
Get him on the line. Play fast. Do it again.
Hey, let's go North Dakota. North Dakota.
Hey, let's go over. Two latch.
Lemon.
Lance Dunbar's the running back. Dunbar's got a hole. Inside the 10.
Dude, play fast. Do it again. Play fast. Do it again.
They're going to run it on us. Let's go even 5 brackets. Even 5 brackets. Even 5 brackets. Even 5 brackets.
Winston Moss knows what's coming. Dunbar averaging 9.5 yards a carry. Flag on the play. Dunbar straight ahead, down to the 2.5.
Offside. Defense. Half the distance to the goal results in a first down.
Do the same thing again.
Correction. The penalty is declined. The result of the play is a first down.
Fox 1, Fox 1, Fox 1, Fox 1.
LA trying to get bigger.
And here's the 2 safeties of the defense, and you can see both of them are playing back. Now, if they're going to try to stop the run, these guys are going to have to come in the box and force up the middle, because right now, the momentum of this offense is running it through the middle, and they can do it again on this play.
Dunbar spins in the backfield. Stopped by Trey Williams after pick up a ball.
H move, 72 goal line. Open H move, 72 goal line.
Let's line up in bear 1, but go straight. Bear 1, bear 1, no gains. Bear 1, bear 1.
Bear 1 to be
RC, what's going on, brother? Welcome to the stream.
Yes, River. 72 goal line, 72 goal line. He's moving. Shoot. Monday. Ready to hit.
Andrew Jones looking for Parham. He's got it, and he's got a touchdown. Dallas has found momentum, and now they've got a 10-point lead with a point after coming. Donald Parham out of Stetson with a touchdown grab.
Interesting, Landry comes off the field again, so you would imagine it's going to be another run play.
Dallas will attempt
Offensive line has shown a lot of confidence in their ability to run this ball against LA's defense.
Reporting is eligible. Number 66.
This will be for an 11-point lead. Josh Allen has entered the game. He's an eligible receiver. Cameron Artis-Payne will operate out of the Wildcat. Patient, and he's bottled up. And then the surge. And he is just short.
I'm going on the field is
Josh, Dallas has all the momentum. How do you steal it back?
Keep plugging.
All right, thank you. You heard it, Tom.
Josh Johnson 17 of 29 for 152 yards. Dallas stole the momentum with a lengthy drive to take the lead, and now this to extend it.
Yeah, and it's just a man-to-man coverage. They bring Nagel across the defense in motion. They run the pick play, sending Parham out. And if you're LA's defense, if you don't get somebody to, number one, get in the box and stop the run, but then when they know you have to pass, they got to take Parham away because he's been the favorite target today.
Parham converted a key 3rd and 16 on the previous touchdown drive. At 6'8", he's 5 inches taller than the average NFL tight end. And how mummy with the decision to move him out wide this weekend. Martez Carter gets a head start. And he's close to breaking it. Carter finds the sideline. Past midfield. And Parham shoves him out of bounds. LA gets great field position on a 48-yard return. Tigre Scales.
They need to put some receivers back there to return it.
Now these guys have seen it. It's their second week. They draw up different blocking schemes. They have some traps going. And once again, LA now is crossed the 50-yard line. These are those moments when offensive coordinators want to take their shot at the end zone.
4:45 to go. It's a 2-score game. The maximum you can score after a touchdown and a conversion is 9 points.
Hey, 48 Mike. Hey, we're going. Ready to go.
Dallas drops 7. Johnson going deep. Caught. Touchdown, Nelson Spruce.
Wow. There you go.
Hey, Nelson, what'd you see on that touchdown play?
Come over here. I promise you don't.
A little smack talking. What'd you see on that play, Nelson?
Open touchdown.
Los Angeles.
See, that's pointless. Get off the field. Stop trying to interview. Finally, somebody's going for 3.
The XFL, no one has converted a 3 yet. DC went for it at the end of their blowout yesterday to make it a 1-point game. I don't see the value going for 3 here. You could go for
12 men in the defensive formation. Half the distance to the goal. Will attempt to try.
But they get the benefit of this. It still counts as 3.
Try from the
even though Dallas got caught with 12 men on the field and they move up to the 5. So that's how you beat it.
That's the thinking right there.
Now, look at how much now they got a 5-yard 3-point play. Go for 3 every time.
Stand now, they're at the 5-yard line, might as well go for 3.
Still small sample size and all the conversion rates, but this entire league is small sample size. Only 10 games, can't afford to go 0-2. Johnson, pressured, steps up, end zone, caught.
And boom, now it's right back.
We've got a 1-point game late.
Did we just make history?
We've been making history the last 2 weeks. Adonis Jennings with the catch.
Years from now, when they look back, Tom, that'll be a trivia question. Who made the call on the first 3-point conversion? And he's missed this post a couple times today. You can see the timing perfect here. What an answer by LA. After all the momentum is on Dallas's side, they score twice, and then Johnson makes a play, gets outside the pocket, and finds our first 3-point conversion.
So LA now covering with that touchdown, and they're within striking distance with 4:37 to go. Opening line, Dallas favored by 6.5.
Yeah, keep calling the quarterback.
Touchdown catches of 6 yards and 44 yards for Nelson Spruce.
Now that's what makes this league, that's where the excitement factor can come in for the XFL. Like, if you're talking about shattering the rules, the old traditional rules, then use it. You know, go for 3 all the time. Make it more exciting for everybody.
Josh Johnson, after a good kickoff return, gives them short field, and I love the call by Norm Chow. Take their shot at the end zone, and the post has been there, and they connect.
Austin Walter to receive. Walter on a run up from the 10. Walter past the 30. LA still plugging, Molly.
Josh Johnson, you told me you'd get the momentum back by just keep plugging away. What'd you guys do well on that last drive?
Just executed the play. Some things that we didn't do earlier, we're just trying to execute it now. We're getting a little rhythm. Hopefully the defense gets the ball back, go chance to go win this thing.
First successful 3-point conversion in XFL history. How huge was that?
Oh, that was sweet. Good job by Adonis having a field.
All right, thank you.
Cameron Artis Payne finds 3. Not a laid-back LA crowd, Joey. They're starting to get into it.
Yeah, they really are. And this is the time of the game when, as a team, LA needs their fans to make it difficult for the Dallas offense to operate.
They need to be blitzing this cat.
Pressure coming, they run it, and it's a huge hole for Cameron Artis Payne into LA territory.
Not like that, I guess.
31-32, put him on a stick or a Friday.
Over 2 laps, over 2 laps, over 2
Don't
laps.
wait on them. We're going to go score here.
31-32. If he likes the run play, it's going right up the middle on the right or left side of the center.
400 yards of offense for Dallas today. The draw. Payne spun around.
There you go, Cam. Open flip. St. Clair, 31-32. Go on Friday or stick.
Even.
They need to shade one of their defensive tackles on the center to try and put something in the middle. They had 2-3 techniques, which is outside of the guard. I mean, that's you've got the entire that both A gaps are wide open.
He wants to throw it, and he finds that hole. Complete to Jeff Badet.
All right, get on the ball. Don't let him rest. Get on the ball. Come on.
Winston Moss is calling a bad defensive game, in my opinion. He's been in cover two man and cover 2 all game.
He's just letting Landry operate this offense.
He'll let it get to 2 minutes. And Landry Jones, the veteran, kind of lead Dallas to another touchdown drive to extend what is only a 1-point lead. Things getting interesting. We told you there was some drama in L.A. At 2 minutes left in regulation.
This is 100% cotton and 110% committed. This
So I'm going to try and stream at least one game a day. I don't have time actually to do both games, so I won't be doing the second game tonight, but I'll definitely be doing the first game of each day that they play. So make sure you are tuned into the channel on the weekends, on Saturday and Sunday. I'll try and get that first game streamed each time. Well, how about this? If I can, I'll try and get the second half of the next game streamed, but I can't make any promises, but that's what I'll try to do.
In the fourth quarter in Los Angeles, Dallas Renegades with the football up 1. Nelson Spruce with 2 touchdowns today. Cameron Artis-Payne has scored for Dallas. And the Renegades under Bob Stoops are looking to extend their lead. Cameron Artis-Payne next to Landry Jones. They'll run it again. Cameron Artis-Payne tripped up at the 20. So we are under 2 minutes, and the game clock will stop until the play clock gets under 20. So it's a 5-second run off of the play clock. Of course, the clock will stop on incomplete passes and out of bounds plays just like normal until the ball is snapped.
North Dakota.
And LA still playing with 2 safeties deep, and as long as they do that.
What are they doing on defense? Get another linebacker in the game.
LA has 1 timeout left. Dallas has 2. Again on the ground. Cameron Artis-Payne picks up 2. Willie Mays with the
Oh, wow. That's going to be a flag.
Mays has to come out of this game holding his left arm and shoulder.
He kicked his helmet.
Yep, same thing.
Hey, right here.
Use the clock again, Landry. Use the clock.
.90 seconds and counting.
Bring his safety up. Bring somebody up to be an extra defender in the box. Come on.
They get it off. Perfectly timed. Cameron Artis-Payne to the left side. To the 10. 5. Touchdown, Dallas. Second touchdown of the game for the Auburn.
That actually doesn't hurt LA. That makes it a 7, maybe 8-point game. If they go for 2, they can make it a 9-point game. But as long as they don't, and they're going for 1 point like idiots. Oh my God! You know what? LA's gonna go for 3 points, and they're gonna win the game on the next drive.
The ruling on the field is a touchdown. The previous play.
Marquise Young is in the game, likely to run the Wildcat. Dallas is going to go for 1. The favorite Renegades are now covering with 1:06 to go.
Left foot is in. That's touchdown. I'm confirming the touchdown.
After further review, the ruling on the field of a touchdown has been confirmed.
Dallas didn't score a touchdown their first 7 quarters of play. They've scored a touchdown on all 3 fourth-quarter possessions. Ball on the ground. And it's covered by the Renegades.
And now they're going to lose. If I'm LA, I score and I go for 2 to win.
That's the plan, man. So I came here, man, get an opportunity to show what I can do.
What was the play, and why did it open it up for you to score?
It was an inside zone run, but Landry been doing a great job checking back and forth in and out of passes and runs, confusing the defense. He's a leader, and having him back really helps.
Listeners at home can hear everything he's doing at the line of scrimmage. What is that like for you guys, how he's directing traffic?
I mean, it's great for us. I mean, he gets us in and out the right play. And I mean, that's invaluable, especially when he can read the defense, see what they're in, and know what we need to check to.
Thank you.
1:06 to go. And Los Angeles has found some offensive momentum. Remember, the last kick return was a beauty by Martez Carter. Took it to midfield before the Spruce touchdown.
And how important was that failed conversion? Now it's a 7-point game. If LA can get this ball in the end zone and have a decision to make, go for 2 and try to win this game, or just tie it at 7.
Austin McGinnis will put it in the air. Angles it towards the near side. That was the deepest kick of the day for McGinnis. Spruce out to the 30-yard line, and an opportunity with just under a minute to play for Josh Johnson, the journeyman quarterback, 12 seasons, 13 different NFL teams.
So 63. Yeah, 63. 63. Jordan, be ready for this. Be ready for it.
He's talking number 84, Smallwood.
Trailer. We good.
Smallwood, the receiver, almost in the shadow.
Are they playing with 3 safeties?
Going the opposite way. Deep ball. Caught on the sideline, but out of bounds. Adonis Jennings couldn't keep his feet in the field of play.
Yeah, and Josh Johnson Johnson has to give his receiver a chance. Just keep it in bounds. You're playing 8 guys in coverage. You're going to take that shot. Keep it in bounds. Let your guy go up and make a play. I was surprised he was open, able to get behind the defense. Now that's on Johnson to make that throw.
8 seconds off the clock on that play. Clock stops even on plays in the field of play for 5 seconds. They drop 8. Johnson pressured by 3. And that one nearly picked. Fantastic break on the ball by Dallas and Josh Hawkins.
Okay, here we go. Drain left, 63 Tampa. Drain left, 63 Tampa. Josh, the ball's over the middle. They get past the underneath coverage. The deep coverage is too deep.
Hey, Jordan. 63, slow right, slow right, slow right. Slow right, slow right. 2 high, B. Hey, we're going 1 high, B, 1 high. We're going ready. To go.
Over the middle, just like his coach said, and too tall and incomplete. Brandon Barnes, the intended receiver, and with 39 seconds to go.
All right. Yeah, we got to go. Here we go. 4 wides. Frisco Dogs. 49er Dogs. 8 left, 63. 49er Dogs. 4 wides. Here we go. 49er Dogs. Come on now. Come on, guys. Come on.
Wong Chow talking to his quarterback and all the skill position guys through the headset.
Get us a first down.
4th and 10. Johnson pressured. Lets it go. It's batted and incomplete. Frank Alexander nearly had to pick to seal it. Jalen Robinson brought the pressure on Josh Johnson.
Offensive line got to protect. You can't rush 3 and get pressure on the quarterback. That's unacceptable.
In the moment, when you need to give your quarterback time, Alexander gets his hands on the ball. They get to the quarterback. Give Dallas's defense credit, stepping up when they need to.
Now, please don't interview this guy as soon as he gets to the sideline. Don't nobody want to hear that right now.
It's incomplete. Turnover on downs.
Dallas is going to find their first win. They will cover on the road. Bob Stoops, when we met with him yesterday, he said, how's it going? He said, terrible. I hate losing. Dropped their opener to St. Louis last week. And Landry Jones returns to professional football. And after a shaky first half, he's going to lead Dallas to a road dub.
Yeah, and it was the run game that really got this offense going. And once they got physical up front, came with an attitude, they're going to run the ball through the middle. It made this offense completely different.
In what is just a 10-game regular season, Los Angeles is going to fall to 0-2.
Never go full McGloin.
Missed opportunity for Brandon Barnes in the final possession. Winston Moss won't bother to use his final timeout. The Renegades come on the road.
Hey, Josh, you came up short in that final drive. What was your reaction to the loss?
Just too many missed opportunities. Way too many. Got in the red zone way too much and not coming away with points. I got to play better. We all got to play better. It's just that simple.
Where did your offense struggle most in this game?
It's not finishing drives. We executed well in the field, but we got to finish our red zone. Our red zone was not good today.
Down 0-2 in a 10-game season. What's your message to your team going forward?
I like this guy. I like their quarterback.
We got to flush it 24 hours, get back to the drawing board. The season is far from over.
I like how he's approaching it.
Next week. Good DC team.
It was a good game. Turned out to be a good game. It was sloppy most of the first half.
How much do you love winning?
But it all came together.
If you're going to do anything, you got to win at it. So, fortunately, give the Wildcats credit and Coach Moss. Heck of a game, and fortunately, we made a lot of plays in the second half.
Really seemed to clean up the ball in the second half. But what did your team show you about their fight and their grit?
Yeah, I loved it. I thought we had a lot more intensity, fight overall this week, and maybe grew as a team, and loved the way they played in the second half.
Doesn't hurt to have a gritty veteran like Landry Jones as your quarterback either, does it?
And, you know, he was so close in the first half, it was frustrating him. Wanted to keep him calmed down because I said, look, it'll come. You know, he's He hadn't played in a few years. He's missed the last 5 weeks. He's really only had 3 days of practice. So some of those balls I think will be different in the future.
Congrats and thank you, Coach.
All right, thank you.
So overall, it was a good game, guys. Make sure you check in on the stream. I'm going to try and get the second half of this St. Louis game streamed, but we'll see. We'll see. But thanks to everyone for being on the stream. Really appreciate you guys, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.
We made it tough on ourselves, and we got 8 games left, and we made progress. And we got better today, and I saw a lot of fight in these guys. I saw a lot of heart and spirit in these guys, and we're that much closer to getting our first victory.
All right, thank you, Coach.
Thank you.